I see you found your way to my ship. It's cool. Kick your shoes up at the threshold. Come on in. Come kick it with your TT.
Alright, y'all. Give me a second to get where I need to be. And then we'll go from there. Salutations, daydreaming stargazers and what crew side members. 'Tis your favorite celestial auntie Josephine, and this is another flight. Okay, so all right, y'all. We have a little bit of time together, but before we jump into our flight, do me a favor, like the video. Comment below how TT's out here whipping this ship, and if you feel a little non-committal and you don't want to do all that, just drop a spaceship emoji so I know that you're here, so I know that you are rocking with your TT. Okay, that's it, that's all. And we about to ease on down the road. And today is my first day back at work, y'all. I'm excited. Now, I didn't do any makeup or anything because I feel like I'm gonna get there early. Hold on, sorry, y'all. I'm gonna get there early, so you know, if I need to, I'll slosh something on, but you know, I'm not trying to do the most. I'm really not. I'll be working here, I'm about to say forever. You know, I'm not really tripping on it. I'm so thankful, y'all. However, look, I was unemployed for darn near 6 months, and it has been a journey, y'all. Just a moment of silence. Let's just take it, soak it all in, y'all. TT got a job again. TT got a job again. TT got a job again. Whew. Cause y'all, the struggle is real out here in these streets. So be thankful. Be thankful for, you know, waking up and have another day. Be thankful for your health. Be thankful for whatever wealth you got. If it's not money, be thankful for your family. If it's not family, be thankful for your sanity. And if it's not your sanity, be thankful that you ain't murked somebody. And if you have done all of the above, I don't know, just be thankful that you can live another day to terrorize in these streets. I don't know. But yeah, that's pretty much that, y'all. I figured, why not? You know what I'm saying? Why not give y'all something and have it up for Wednesday? Now, I meant to have my last flight. If you haven't had the opportunity, go ahead and check it out. It was just a 2025 recap. Just a little something. It was just a little something, y'all. I don't really know how to vlog for real, but that's my way of vlogging, I guess. So go check it out. You know, your girl just be vibing for the most part. I don't be doing too much, but I do a little something and I can, you know. And I'm high-key waiting for the opportunity to get all my girls out. We deserve to pay somebody from care.com and places like that a comfortable amount of money to watch our kids so we can go out and enjoy life. That's what we deserve. And now that I'm working, baby, we can do it. Seize that buddy. Seize that buddy. So that's what type of time I'm on, y'all. Like, I'm just thankful. But anyway, I don't want to ramble too much because I feel like I've already done that. What we're gonna do for the time being is this is the week of Valentine's Day, and also it's Black History Month. I just want y'all to understand that I love and appreciate you all my brothers and sisters of the African diaspora who are here in the States. This is your month, baby. This is your month. All right, if you don't know a lot about your history, it's okay. You can use February as a moment to get well versed. Every day is Black History Day. There's always something you can learn about your people. So what I'll do is I will give you some fun facts here at the end of the video, just to give you just like some tidbits. If you knew about it, you know, drop in the comment section below. If it's something that you didn't really know came from our people, you know, drop in the comment section below. And if you just want to drop in the comment section below, that's fine too. But anyway, so in the spirit of love, I decided to give you guys a story time that is on the relationship tip. Now, is it a Valentine's Day story time? No. But is it pertaining to love acts? Sorta. Now, I don't know if I'm gonna break this up into multiple, or if I'm just gonna like consolidate it into one video. I'm not sure yet, but let's get into it, shall we? Right? All right. So back in the day, this is during my POF era. It was short-lived, but I probably still have my account, but I wouldn't know because I don't be on there like that, right? So back in the day, when I was on the outskirts of Austin, I keep mentioning Austin, but I haven't really dove into any story times of Austin because I feel like I want to do that in my spaceship. You feel me? I want to be in a spaceship. I want to be home. Also, we are definitely going to dive into the science fiction, sci-fi sector a lot more here, okay? I just had to get my money right and get my mind right and make sure that my home was okay before I could really be creative. Some people in those type of situations, they could just like flourish. For me, I be having other stuff on the brain. I can't be doing all that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't went to school full time. Now I'm a full-time student, full-time mom. You know what I'm saying? I got full-time work now. Thank you. Thank you for that. Oh, I'm so thankful. But life be lifing. I got 2 kids. And some more stuff going on. Look, if you ever seen the movie Lackawanna Blues, understand that's the type of vibe TTB on, not even on purpose. But anyway, I digress. This is just a little tidbit, a little snippet of a story time. I haven't typically talked about relationships on my channel. It's because I feel like I have to be in a headspace to do so. And because TT is recovering from being a doormat / what do they call them now? Oh, what do they call them now? A pick-me. Oh, I hate it. But you know what I'm saying? When you really start giving the descriptions of what a pick-me be, unfortunately, TT had pick-me tendencies. It was all on me, baby. It was all on me. I was washing down on pick-me energy. I was using pick-me soap. You know what I'm saying? I was moisturizing my hair with pick-me grease. Baby, because I wanted to be picked. All right? I wanted to be loved. I wanted someone to see me and say, that's my baby right there. Don't play with her. And if someone was willing to, I had rose-colored glasses on. I can only see it for a certain type of person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand that about myself now, and I'm definitely working on it. You feel me? But back then, I was just out there in these streets, just trying to find love in the wrong places, trying to find affirmation in the wrong places, trying to find the love that I did not get from my Faja in the wrong places. And it's okay. We learn enough about ourselves to understand these tidbits, and instead of breaking ourselves down about it, all you have to do is acknowledge it for what it is and what it could be. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, this is the type of environment that I was in, and as a result, I had to learn things a certain type of way. So, but hey, that's neither here nor there. Okay, let's get back to business. All right. Closer to the end of me staying in Austin, I decided that I was going to jump on POF. Now, this is in between 2 love affairs. Oh my gosh, I don't have names for them yet, but this is between 2 different love affairs that I was in the midst of. And I was feeling some type of way, so I jumped on POF because someone had told me about it. So I'm like, let me try it out. I set up a profile, and like I said, I probably still got it to this day, but I won't know because I don't be on there. I feel like I get enough traffic in the wild. I don't need to go online to find it. It somehow always finds me. But anyway, I digress. I really want coffee though. I hope there's like a little Mickey D's or somewhere close. I like McDonald's coffee, so that's not saying anything special. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people are like, ugh, Mickey's. But I'm like, ugh, give me that coffee though. That caffeine yin. If you know what I mean, yin. What was I saying? Okay, so I set up my little profile, did the swiping, and I ended up connecting with the person of today's story, my love interest of this story. And we're gonna name this man Foots, because my man's had 2 left foots and he drove terribly. Okay, terribly. I'm pretty sure he had like a size 13. And anyway, we'll get there. Now, mind you, this man was so attractive, okay? He was a 6-footer. He had that nice milky chocolate skin, very smooth, very supple. You didn't even see his pores. He was a Nigerian American man, okay? I don't say that because I'm not, okay, no offense to any Nigerian, okay? I am not here to wish death upon your people, okay? It's not like that. Because I think I love the culture, and that's not my business. But I have had some run-ins with Nigerian men, and just like with American men, they come in all shapes and sizes and amounts of tomfoolery that they engage in. The same is true for Foots. He was he was a beautiful man. I'm not gonna lie to you. He was a beautiful man, beautiful teeth. He was in Denton and I was in Austin, but there was either ACL or South by Southwest that was about to roll around, and he was like, hey, if you were in Austin, you know what I'm saying, let me slide on you. And I'm like, please do. So we're chopping it up. And to me, as far as I know and concerned, I'm like, this guy here, I liked him. And I'm also kind of wayward on if I'm going to stay in Austin or if I'm going to go back home to Dallas. So it's like in the air anyway. Ultimately, fast forward, I ended up deciding to come back, but it was after I had a conversation with my homegirl Keisha. We was in a Sonic parking lot, and I happened to see the father of my children, who was not the father of my children at the time, but he was literally diagonal from us doing his big one. And I'm talking to her, chopping up with her, and I'm like, bro, I think I'm gonna have to come back. And she says, you should have been came back. And that's how I came back, but we not there yet. We not even to Austin yet, for real. Right? So fast forward. Oh wait, rewind. Okay, I need to find, how much time do I have? I have just enough time to find this Mickey. I need some coffee in my system like yesterday. Come on with it, baby. Come on with it, shawty. Let me have it. Let me have it. Wow. We decided that we were going to link up for, it was either South by Southwest or ACL. If you know anything about Austin culture here in Dallas, or not Dallas, if you know anything about Austin culture here in Texas, one is the capital of Texas. Okay, cool. But they also have live music capitals. They do a lot. So they got a festival for everything. So if you just want something to do and you don't mind dirty-footed Caucasian people walking in and out of gas stations and walking around topless in the streets singing Kumbaya or whatever, it's the perfect place for you. They got brunch, they got music, they got fun for the whole family. But just remember, keep Austin weird. Now, at the time, I'm working at a hotel downtown, which was like the lick, okay? Because me and my coalition of my international coalition of friends, we would just, whoever was working that day, we would just make plans for afterwards. You know what I'm saying? So we would get off late, and then we would go somewhere and do something. And what I mean by coalition of friends, we were all different ethnicities, okay? I was representing for the black girls, I guess. It was, we had Indian, South Korean, someone from over the pond. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a lot of mixing of the culture. You feel me? Mixing of the culture. And I'm here for it. I'm always here for it. It was a lot of us. But just some examples. When it came down to me and the coalition, we would just say, yes, and what are we doing after this? Well, we're gonna go do nickel shots over here. $3 is it? Long Island's over here. Are we gonna go over here where the tacos reside? Like, where are we going? We always found something to do, right? And when I'm telling you, we was hammer, slammer, dammer down, please believe me, we was in there sloshy. Should I just get a quick chirp coffee? I don't really want that, though. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. So let's just keep going. Long story long, we had made plans to do something, which is always something, right? Fast forward to the day that he actually pulls up to town. I did have to work. After work, I linked up with my homegirl. Ended up being like a 2-man. Long story. We linked up with them, walked down 6th Street, ended up taking pictures with the naked cowboy type vibes, and it was cool. Like, we were doing all of the hi, my name's is, and you know what I'm saying? We were just getting to know each other, right? I feel like my mouth is really juicy right now. I'm so sorry, y'all. But it don't matter. I'm already working here. They already gave me the job. You feel me? So I really don't care too much. And I got lip gloss on. That's really all I care about, is make sure these lips ain't dry. So anyway, so for the actual link up, it was cool. It ended up being a 2-man. Me and my homegirl met up with him and his friend. We walked 6th Street, had a good time, talked whatever, ended up getting something to eat, went back to their place, hung out with them, do what adults do, and then we ended up departing. And as far as I knew, because I was like, I like him, he's cool, you know, I might chop it up with him later, beat it by the boo. Time passes, like enough time passes, and you know, like I said, I was in between love interest, so I don't know what I'm gonna name him yet, so we'll hold off on him. But I was really getting to a point where stuff was just happening. I was like, you know what, it's time for me to get up out of here. I make the decision, I move back. Now, in between, there was a whole bunch of stuff that went on. I ended up having one of my homegirls sublease the apartment I was in for me because I didn't want my lease to go bad, whatever. Long story long, money right so I can move into my own apartment. I'm staying with my mom, and loneliness kind of hits again, as it does. And loneliness is not a bad thing, y'all. If you find yourself in a position where you feel a little lonely, that's okay. Don't worry about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, acknowledge it for what it is. Hang out with who you can. Find fillers to get you through the day. But at the end of the day, don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't penalize yourself for feeling lonely, but also be mindful, because sometimes being lonely can get you caught up. Because you enter into desperate territory. You know what I'm saying? You're sitting here trying to make something that's not supposed to be happen sometimes when you get lonely, because it's a pipeline to being in some crazy situations. Personal opinion, but what do I know, right? So I'm starting to feel lonely again. So what happens, I pull up that POF, you feel me? Now, I just got my white car, my Versa, so you know, I'm whipping, I'm mobile, but you know, I don't know what it was. I was just lonely, that's it. Excuse me, there's nothing wrong with that. I was just a little lonely, so I hit up POF, and lo and behold, homie Foots, he still has a profile up. So, you know, we reconnect, we chop it up, whatever, and I find out that, you know, he's still available. You know what I'm saying? He's still out there in these streets. He's still single. He's not mingling, or he is mingling, but whatever the case may be, I'm like, okay, cool. So we make plans to link. Now, of course, I let my mommy know everything that's going on. You know, I didn't have an iPhone at the time, so there was no dropping my low, but she knew we were supposed to be going out on a date. He came up to my mom's crib at the time, and he introduced himself, yada yada yada, you know what I'm saying, all of that good stuff. I'm excited, you know what I'm saying. He had a nice car, he smelled nice, he came inside, he was very polite. His pearly whites was just pearly, baby. He was just a handsome man. So I'm thinking, you know, this is good. I like him. I really like him a lot. Now, I probably should call his behind whiplash, because oh my gosh. So we walk down, he opened the door for me, we get in, and you know, I buckle my little seatbelt, I'm getting real cute. We decide to go to Cheesecake Factory. Now, I know people have their qualms with Cheesecake Factory. I'm not one of them, because I'm just not like that. Like, some people, they have higher standards maybe than I do, but if you want to take me to Cheesecake Factory, we can go to Cheesecake Factory. You know what I'm saying? Like, the date is not necessarily like the location of the date is not as important to me as the engagement that we have, because we can go on a coffee date, we can go for a walk at the park, let's take a long, exactly, you feel me, it could be whatever. So I'm not really one of those gals that be tripping about stuff like that. But then again, I walk outside with a full mustache, so really, what do we say? You feel me? I don't be tripping like that. So and I got enough time to go get coffee. I might have to find a coffee soon. Anyway, rep your stuff, pop your ish. I love when people have their little flags on their cars. I think that's so cute. Viva la Mexico. They be doing that everywhere. I think people of ethnic people, they just be doing what they want to do. They express themselves in such colorful ways. I love it. It's the color, it's the vibes, it's the energy that comes with it. But anyway, what are we talking about? Yeah, we're talking about foots, aka whiplash, aka stumps on the gas and the brakes, and this is why I call him this. So the date itself was cute. I just felt so cute, y'all. I felt loved on, I felt pampered, I felt like a girl's girl. I mean, I was a little okay, let me tell you. I'm jumping ahead. So we get in the car, I buckle up my little seatbelt, and then boom, he backs out. Immediately I'm starting to regret. I know I just said the date was cute because it was, but immediately when it started driving, I am regretting all my decisions, because when we met before, we met out and about. I wasn't in the man vehicle. So this time, while I'm sitting here in his car, he didn't close the door. I'm sitting cute, you know what I'm saying? I'm smelling good. My hair is cute and everything. He put the key, push start. And I'm like, ooh, that's fancy, push start. Because this is like, back in the day. And I'm like, ooh, he's so fancy. He smell good, da da da. He popped that in reverse. Room, skirt. I was like, oh my God, what is going on? And then like, is backing out. So I'm trying to figure out why he had to hit the throttle like that. You feel me? So I'm like, and then he's vroom skirt, backing out. And I'm like, oh my God, what is going on here? So then he pop it in drive. And then he vroom skirt, all the way. Boy, we vroom skirted all the way to Cheesecake Factory. Into the abyss. Do you hear me? So my neck, by the time that we finished and got parked, vroom skirted into a parking space, my neck was a little tender, I felt a little discombobulated, a little lightheaded, but I was cool with it. I was like, okay, well, you know what, a baby boy can't drive. It's okay, not everybody knows how to drive. So I'm like, let me just mind the business that pays me. So then he after he done broom skirted into the parking space abruptly, then he's like, okay, well, opens my door for me, all of that good stuff. And I'm like, oh, he's still chivalrous though. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, ooh, he's so chivalrous. He done opened my door for me. Ooh, I think I like him. I mean, he can't drive, but it's not the end of the world for real. I'm rubbing my body down and stuff because this man done drove terribly. Long enough for me to be like, what's really good, shorty? Okay, so I am here, but I really want coffee. I got a little bit of time. I got 15 minutes. Let me see how far away the coffee is, and then I will make a decision on one way or another. I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna get a coffee. Oh, coffee. I said some Java. I'll get you. There's a 7-Eleven right here. I'm gonna get coffee. Anyway, what were we talking about? So yeah. So boom. We walk up, we get seated, we have a great time. We eat, we drink, we laugh. He's telling me about himself, how he's in school, how he's a engineer, you know what I'm saying, how he's trying to get into the music industry as a doing his big one. And I'm like, bet, that's so dope. And at this time, my exposure to those of the music industry, or those trying to be in the music industry, I wasn't really, you know what I'm saying? Like in Austin, I was on some Austin stuff. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm not really, I wasn't really exposed to the rappers of the world. No tea, no shade. I'm not here to talk about. Oh, I found you. Who's gonna get coffee? It's gonna be me right now. I'm about to get me a large Americano. Do you hear me, motherfucker? Do you hear me? I'm about to do it right now. Oh, ha. I'm about to get it right now, baby. And I have just enough time to get there and get back. Do you hear me, shorty? Yes, let's do this. Let's do this. So yeah, I'm about to get this Americano real quick, y'all. Oh, I gotta get my fix. Ooh, I'm twitching, I'm fiending, I'm earning, I'm yearning for it. Oh, I gotta get it now, y'all. I gotta get it now. Oh. Anyway. Actually, I'll be back because hold on, y'all. We're back. Look, I had to go ahead and clock in. You know what I'm saying? But I don't remember where we left off exactly. But I'm gonna start around the date. So our first date was cute. Mine is Whiplash. I think we're gonna name him Whiplash. Let's do that. Let's change this man's name to Whiplash, because when I tell you my neck, my back, my shoulders, and my kneecaps was just every 2 seconds, it was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. So, but the date itself was romantic, and I know people have their qualms about Cheesecake Factory, but I'm a young gal, you know what I'm saying? I'm a spring chicken around this time. So I thought it was absolutely adorable. I enjoyed our time. He was just letting me know about his life. This is how I found out that he was a second generation Nigerian man living in Denton, and he was pursuing engineering, audio engineering, which I thought was dope. And around this time, I didn't really know too many people who were in the game like that. It wasn't on my radar. Let's call spade a spade. I was in Austin where people were being weird. You know what I'm saying? So if we're talking about barefoot, black-footed individuals who don't take baths and do what they call summer showers, look it up. I don't want to talk about it. Drop in the comment section below if you know what a summer shower is, and if you've ever met anyone who does indeed summer shower. Anyway, I ain't know too much about it, and I wasn't about to, like, you know what I'm saying? So, right? So we were just smitten with each other, okay? This is around the time where I got my first, or a new vehicle, because my old one, I jacked it up. Long story, I'll have to tell y'all that at a later date. But I linked my car all the way up. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? We live and we learn. But at this point in the game, I had gotten a new car, my Versa, before I let that one go to the wayside as well. Look, me and cars got a thing going on, okay? If I'm not stealing them, no, just kidding. But we got a thing going on, so whatever. But if you have any questions on that, because technically, I guess I did steal a car back in the day, you can watch the video. I can't remember what flight, but I'll maybe put it up here somewhere. Anyway, so fast forward. So first day comes and goes. It's awesome. Now we are caking, okay? I like him. I like him a lot. We are planning to link up. In my mind, my what do they call it? My time management and time depth, if that's a thing, is off. So for me, I'll be like, oh, it's up the street, it's not gonna take long. And then they'll be like, oh, you know, let's say, for instance, for example, I lived where I lived and he lived in Denton. Bro, it was forever to get there type vibes, right? So go, oh, wait, hold on, I'll be right back, guys. Salutations, daydreaming stargazers, and well, Crusade members. Okay, I'm back. It's another day. It's another day. It's actually the day right after. Okay, so what happened? I had a lot going on, so I wasn't able to finish the story time last night. But I did want to pop in on my way to work today and finish the story time. I'll try and have it up before Valentine's Day. And you know my motto, I'll try and get it to you guys on Wednesday, around Wednesday, or with Wednesday in mind, honey. So tomorrow's Wednesday. Maybe I might have it up then, but I do want to at least have it up by Valentine's Day, since this is a story time about a love interest, right? Anyway, let's hop back into it. So, like I said, after our first date, it was dope. I was smitten. But that driving, though, it was terrible. We were chopping it up, and like I said, he told me that he was trying to be an audio engineer, trying to get into the industry, and he had mentioned that there was a function coming up, and I'm like, you want me to come with you? You know, I'm very good at networking. Keep that in mind. I'm very good at networking. Would you like me to come with you? He, Whiplash, because I decided to rename him Whiplash. Whiplash was like, yeah, I'm so down with that. And I'm like, bet up. Let's do that. So, you know, time is going on. You know, I'm chopping it up with my homegirls, telling them about Whiplash. I'm clowning this man because he don't know how to drive. Now, mind you, I've had several wrecks in my day because I be doing too much. But as far as like the basics and maneuvering to with and fro with, I can do that. I know how to parallel park. I know how I prefer to back into parking spaces. Okay. Unless it's saying that it's a specific pull in, I prefer to back into spaces, and I'm not using my camera. I'm using my mirrors. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, these are basic functions or whatever. So I'm calling this man. And plus also I'm the designated driver of my friend group. So if we're going somewhere, 9 out of the 10 times it's going to be me driving, okay? Just to put in perspective, wherever we going, they hopping in the whip with me unless I ain't whipping. And then if I'm passenger princess, baby, that's a whole nother story. But yeah, that's basically how it goes. Let me swerve it over. So yeah, I'm like clowning this man, but whatever, because he's cute. You know what I'm saying? He's 6 foot even. He has smooth. I already said it before, but I'm just letting y'all know this is a handsome man. But he had a temper on him. Okay, that man had a temper on him, and it's because he didn't like me talking to other men. Now, mind you, this is gonna come up in our date. Now, in general, I'm going to be a very giggly person. If I'm out and about, if I'm with my man, you know what I'm saying? We're out and about. If I see other couples, if I see girls, you know what I'm saying? I give compliments where compliments are due. And a lot of times, sometimes we just need a compliment. We need somebody to see us and be like, okay, shoes. Okay, perfume. Okay, eyelashes. Okay, dimples. I love it. Okay, me. All right, if we're out and about and you see me and something on me is looking good, please, I want to be that object in that moment. Okay, Tareen, do me that way. I love it because that lets me know that you see me, you see my efforts. And I like to do the same. If I'm out and about, I'm like, okay, two piece of the biscuit. Okay, toes. Okay, nails. Because that's what we as women, that's what we live for. And don't let nobody tell you different. And I feel like we need to do that more. Society has pitted us against each other, and I'm sick of it. Honestly, I'm so sick of it. Because not that I have anything against men, because I feel like society is pitting everyone against everybody. You feel me? And that goes across the spectrum, right? Regardless of your interests. Hold on, y'all. You know, I be having them juices and berries on my face and on my hair, so stuff be like my glasses are always smudged, and my lens on my phone are always smudged because I keep the oils in, baby. I keep it oiled down. I keep my body lotion down. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. But anyway, we talk about, okay, that's what we talked about. So that's just my philosophy on it. And it's not being like, some people take that as disingenuous. I don't, because acknowledge me. I don't need you to be all up in my face. We ain't gotta say nothing more than that. But if I see you out there doing your big one, I'ma just acknowledge you, let you know that you're being seen, and what I see is beautiful. Okay? Ain't no more, ain't no less. Anyway, so that's how I am. Anybody who's ever known me for that. And what's so wild, and I'll say this, not as a tangent, but also to follow up. Also, it is a part of my mechanism, my anxiety mechanism. You know what I'm saying? If I get anxious, if I feel overwhelmed, if I feel like I'm in a space where I'm whatever, when I say I'm a social introvert, that's what I mean. I know how to put it on. I know how to present. I know how to be confident presenting. Even when I don't feel it, I know how to present as such. You know what I'm saying? I know how to perform in those types of spaces. That keeps me sane. It keeps me protected. I can enter into that energy with you. And then once my social battery is depleted, baby, I'm out of the game for the next 3 business days. Okay? That's just how it is. But hey, you know, I understand myself enough to understand that. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, moving on. So yeah, it is what it is. Fast forward. Let me make sure I turn. Fast forward. Okay, so let's take a little pause on the story time just to say, y'all, I had the craziest dream last night. When I say I was whooping ass in my dream, I was whooping ass. Like, I don't know what type of energy I got upon me, but your girl was in there. Oh my God, I'm talking about headbutting people, biting people lips off their face and spitting it in their mouth. Like, I'm doing the craziest stuff in this dream. I'm up here knocking people's shins off their legs. Like, I'm busting people upside the head, minking them up. Like, for whatever reason in this dream of mine, I had to protect my kids for whatever reason. And I had to, like, I sent them off with their rents, and they was off on like an island protected. And I was like,
y'all know you fucked up, right?
I was in there. So I woke up this morning like, what's going on here? So I'm gonna have to really figure out what's going on with that. I have a special set of skills. It has. Like, I don't know. But I do feel refreshed. I feel rejuvenated, if that counts for anything, but whatever. So back to the story at hand. Anyway, so like I was saying, I'm telling my homegirls about this boy, and in true fashion, we're chopping it up, trying to figure out what we were gonna do next. Because, you know, like I said, I moved back with my parents, with my mom, and I'm doing whatever I gotta do to get my own apartment. Every so often, I'm kicking it with my homegirls. One of my friends from Austin, who's from across the pond, had ultimately came down from the UK, and baby girl and I kicked it real hard. But that's actually a story time for another day. I remember him coming to meet my mama, and I remember my homegirl from the UK coming to meet my mama, and us just going and gallivanting into the sunset type vibes, right? Anyway, so fast forward, him and I, we're chopping it up, and then we're talking about it, and I let him know, you know, I'm down to kick it with him. Whatever. I end up moving into my own apartment, and, you know, the commute to come see him, I was making it from my place all the way to Denton type vibes, right? But we'll get there. So this second date, I guess you could say, second link up, is where I'm starting to get like the red flag, like, oh, he got a little temper on him. Ooh. Because, like I said, he was telling me he was trying to get into the game, and there was like this versus type thing going on. What do they call it? I think it's kind of like a producers versus battle, where all the producers would they'd have like a set amount of time they would play their stuff, and I think like at the end of it, people would kind of vote for who they was rocking with. It was a networking event, so you know what I'm saying, like you go up there, you pay your your little music or whatever, and people jamming out to it, you know what I'm saying, and then afterwards people would be mingling and mixing. So like I told Whiplash, I know how to network. And when I mean that, like, I don't have no qualms talking to people. Anxiety aside, like, it's weird. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I'm a introvert, but if I'm around people, Like, I can't stand on the wall. But if I'm at home, I'm at home. So I don't know what you call that, actually. Anyway. So I'm wearing something super cute. All right, I'm wearing something super cute. He comes and picks me up, and then we start the song and dance on the road. You know, I'm up here trying to have a close and intimate conversation with him. I'm listening to his music or whatever, or his beats or whatever, and boy, I'm telling you, I'm going left, right, front, back, side to side. Like, this man got my neck so tender by the time we make it to the dagnabbit spot. And it took us about 50 minutes. So you can only imagine how tender my body was by the time we got there. Like, golly. This man didn't want me to be great. He wanted to be a scrambled egg. He wanted to scramble my eggs. Gosh. So, we get there. And just like if you've never been to like these types of functions, it's a vibe. You got a whole bunch of artistic types in a space. They're all looking fly and dapper in their own way. You know what I'm saying? Some are wearing streetwear. Others have like this faux business casual vibe going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's giving Abercrombie and Negro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like a street chic. It's the quarter zip mixed with the urban chic mixed with like the hood figures mixed with the white girls. And understand, I don't have anything against anybody, but that's just how it go. You know what I'm saying? Like, in these spaces, this is where you're going to predominantly see just a whole bunch of snow buddies. It is what it is. No offense to them. They were exactly where they wanted to be. They were safe for the most part. Everybody was just doing whatever they were doing. And I like to say, whenever stuff is going on, they were doing what adults do. Okay? Everyone was doing what adults do or can do in these spaces. That's all I'm gonna say, because a lot of times a lot of stuff be going on in these atmospheres that I ain't gotta say it. I ain't gotta go too deep, but whatever was going on. So we're sitting there, you know, this is the music, the moment, the magic, you never let it go type energy, right? So as we're there, you know, he went and got me something to drink. We're sitting there, we're talking, we're laughing, we're joking. You know, I'm all touching on him. I'm like, oh my God, did you like his set? Oh, ha, ha, ha. Did you talk to him? Like, come on, let's go talk to him. Like, hold on, let me go get him for you. Like, clearly I'm doing too much. I'm doing too much because homie was not rocking with my excitement for him. You know what I'm saying? Instead of, I don't know, I guess maybe I was doing too much, but you're saying like you rocking with these people, like why are you not talking to them? Like, yeah, you go up there and you play your music, but are you not supposed to like interact with each other? Are y'all supposed to meet each other through osmosis? I don't get it. I don't get it. So I was just trying to like I don't know, just trying to talk to people. Like, and me being me, I'm not going to straight talk to the bro. I'm going to talk to his friend that he has with him. So, like, let's say homie one grill. It just went on. He did his big one, you know what I'm saying? He did his big one. I'm going to go up to one grill's girl and be like, oh my gosh, girl, you're so pretty. Oh, y'all hit that. I like that. What was that? Slash and gash, stab him in the neck, slash and gash. Ooh, I like that. You know what I'm saying? That extra slash and gash really did it. That chef's kiss. That's what I'm gonna do. So I'm talking to her, but he's there. So of course it means like I'm giving him his flowers through his girl, but like I'm trying to make the connection so you can come holler at the man. So you in one grill can do slash and gash remix or something. I don't know. But he was not rocking with that. Matter of fact, the more I talked to people, the more irritated he got. The more he was just like, man, chill out on me. Chill out on that. Like, you doing too much. I don't like my woman talking to all these people. Da 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 da. And I'm like confused. Because isn't this what you wanted? Is this not what you came here to do? And now I'm confused. Now I'm starting to get a little irritable because it's like, you making it seem like I'm doing too much, but this is the environment where you do absolutely at least a little bit. I'm up here open mouth cackling with this gal so you can get in with his bro. Like, what's the problem here? Right? So the time coming goes. He's kind of irritated with me, and I'm irritated with him for being irritated with me, because it's like, what you mean I'm doing too much? What you mean I'm laughing in this man's face too much? I'm laughing in his gal face. What do you mean? I'm damn near stroking this girl's scalp and rubbing her elbows. What? I don't know what you want from me. So I was like, okay, whatever. And it was just kind of like, ugh. You know what I'm saying? But I was just like, whatever, bro. So it was situations like that that had me kind of side-eyeing him. But at the same time, I'm like, maybe I'm being too sensitive. And I don't know this environment well. This is before I really dived into artist spaces like that. I did poetry. See, the thing about me is I will find myself into some spaces and be in there comfortably until I do a hard pivot and start doing some other stuff, right? So back in Austin, I was heavy into prose and poetry. I was heavy into that scene. So I'm kicking it with people who are 15, 20 years my senior, and they're all bongo, Billy Bamboo, emotions, what you gonna do type energy. You know what I'm saying? They're really diving into their soliloquies and stuff. And I'm talking about gas. These people were top tier at what they did. And I was inspired, but at the same time, like I said, me and my love interest be doing what they do. Me and my love interest. Can we turn? Oh gosh, I'm just gonna go straight. Clearly, I don't never turn where I'm supposed to. Anyway, I missed it. I missed the turn. Let's keep on going, y'all. I still got a little bit of time, and there was a crash right there, so let me figure it out. So you're never gonna get it. No, you're never gonna get it. Not my life, yeah. Anyway, let's see if I can find maybe some coffee while I'm here. I got 15 minutes before I need to be at work. What was I saying? Okay, so yeah, it was just giving what it was supposed to give, right? So long story long, after that, I was kind of side-eyeing bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was making me feel some type of way. Like, he was making me feel like I don't know. But one, he was handsome. Let's call spade a spade. One, he was so good looking. Two, I liked his aesthetic. And three, I thought, well, maybe, you know, different guys just have different comfort levels with their girls. Because here I am, bubbly and bouncing. You know, I'm cute. I'm thick. At this time, I would consider myself like more thick and chubby. Not like right now, I'm a big gal. I'm a BB dubs, you know? I'm a BB dubs. But back then, I was a thick chick. You know what I'm saying? Just keeping bubbly, just bouncing all over the place, whatever. So, maybe he just didn't want that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he just didn't want that type of energy coming off his girl because he didn't want that type of attention. I was like, that's what I made it. In my mind, I'm like, well, maybe, you know, that's just how that is for him. And if I want to rock with him, then, you know, I have to be more aware of his comfort levels, right? Okay, cool. So we start kicking it, basically. We start kicking it real heavy. And I think I'm going to have to leave it here. I think I'm going to have to do a part 2 because it gets to a point where I'm going to make this a two-parter. Because it gets a little sticky. And on one part, I can kind of see his apprehension. But on the other hand, like, my intentions were so pure. Okay. I was rocking with him and I was also trying to, like, whatever. So we're going to come to an end right now. Because I feel like once I put these parts together, it's going to be kind of long. So this is our intro to Whiplash. I have maybe 1 or 2 more stories about him. And then we're done. We're done with Whiplash. Whiplash. Because we're not done with his driving. Oh, we're not done. And that was another thing. I'll say this before I go. While we're sitting there chopping it up, okay, on the way home, he's sitting, or on his way to drop me off, he's sitting there reprimanding me for being too friendly. I'm sitting there jerking lefteth and righteth because he's so frustrated with me that he's speeding up and slamming on the brakes, and worse than he already was doing. Who worse than he was already doing. Okay, so that was quite annoying to me, and I was just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I guess, bro, whatever. So that's our story for now. I'm gonna leave it here, and we'll come back. I'll spin the block on this one because the way it ended with us, it kind of irritated me bad. It did. It irritated me down bad, and I kind of wish that he, girl, we got to get there. Because he really had me boinked up. He really did. He really had me boinked up. So I'll talk to you later, guys. TTYL. And also, just a quick reminder. Like and comment below how T's out here whipping this shit. Okay? Maybe I'll start part 2 when I get back in the car today. And then finish part 2 later. You know? But yeah, so like and comment below how TT... let me go. Like and comment below how TT's out here whipping this shit. And if that's a little too much for you, you're a little non-committal, just drop that spaceship emoji. Y'all, come on now. Come kick it with your TT. Okay? I'm trying to be a little bit more consistent. I said trying. And I said a little bit more. Okay? Well, TT got a full-time job now. TT got full-time school now, and I got 2 churn. Okay, I'm gonna have to do what I can do with you, but just come and kick it with your TT. Okay, come and kick it with your TT. That's it. I'll see you guys later.
On today's flight, we are honoring the late great Miss Octavia E. Butler, known for presenting the Black experience through the lens of science fiction. She has notably changed the trajectory of Black people and how we present ourselves in spaces that aren't typically noted for us. She has received numerous honors for her short stories and novels. One of my favorite is Parable of the Sower, which catalogs a post-apocalyptic setting that shook me to my core. The what ifs is so plausible that I feel everyone should give Octavia Butler's books and readings ago. Just a bit of background on Miss Butler. She was born on June 22nd of 1947, and it was noted that she was raised by her mother, who was widowed. She was a very shy child who found her outlet in libraries, reading fantasy, and ultimately she dove into writing. She was encouraged to attend the Clarion workshop, which focused on science fiction. She was inspired so much so that she ended up selling her first stories in the late 1970s and became one of the most successful science fiction authors of our time. If you have not done so, give any of Octavia Butler's readings a go. And I promise you'll be transported into a new realm. She has inspired me personally to dive into my spaceship. She is one of the reasons why I feel that there needs to be more Black representation in space. Let us all take a moment of silence. Thank you, Miss Butler, for your works. We are truly better off in our society because of them. Thank you, guys. We'll see you next flight.